nodding. Yeah, so Creator.
Oh, no!
Just like Naruto wants to be the greatest Hokage. He is. Oh, I said his name.
Sorry, I got super excited because I thought he was setting a probe out, but the game was actually started a little bit ago.
Why you were like, oh no! It's like, no, it's just
I'm like,
Creator.
oh, it's got a cheese!
Hey, look, it's the other player. He is.
Creator Prime proxying a pylon in his own base!
Oh no, will he see his own pylon? I think he did. He's safe. No worries there. Creator Prime, knowing exactly where his pylon goes. Hey, thanks LG, thanks Intel, and thank you G-Skill. That's right, I'm looking at you.
And
for
thank
sponsoring
you,
the GSL.
Our wonderful, noble, committed viewers.
Yeah, staying up late.
Staying up
in
late.
a lot of places. I've heard in Sweden, I was talking to some Swedish fans, that the GSL is on at around like 11 a.m. in their time.
Yeah. It's like 10 a.m. in like England and 11 in
it's really early.
Scandinavia.
I'm never
it's
up
pretty
that
early.
I was up that early this morning. But
there are folks, though, that wake up on the East Coast of the United States at 5 a.m. to watch this stuff.
Well, those people are very dedicated.
Yeah. But remember, those of you that are watching the VODs of this later, remember, Saturdays we start at 2 for Code S. So if you're on the West Coast of the United States, that's 10 p.m.
It's not bad at all.
What else are you going to do on a Friday night? Nothing?
Certainly not go out and have fun. No way.
No, man.
You're going to stay in.
You're going to watch Code S on Friday night.
That's right. Who wouldn't want to? I know I'm going to. I forgot it was at 2. I missed it on Saturday, actually.
You're out sightseeing, right?
Yeah, it was. I've got a little brother, actually, named Dan, who is at the Air Force Base here in Korea, actually. So he and I do some sightseeing around Seoul if he's got a free weekend.
SCV in danger.
Look out!
Hit left. Oh, going for it. Marine trying to protect the SCV.
Whoa!
Nice micro.
Beautiful.
Now, I got a question for you, Doa.
All right.
How is it that you do not have the thick Midwestern accent that your brother has?
I don't know. I think possibly because he was stationed in North Dakota before he came out here. Then again, really, not a lot of people have it where I'm at, like southern Minnesota and Wisconsin, where I'm originally from. Not a lot of people have that stereotypical Fargo accent.
Because you talk, I'm sure everyone is quite aware of how you talk right this moment. And
thanks.
you know, your brother showed up and he's like, "How y'all doing there?" I'm like, what?
That's not a Midwest accent. That's like a Southern Texas
Southern accent, whatever.
I don't know. I don't think you know your accents very well.
I don't.
I'm sorry. You're so accentist, like racist with accents.
Maybe. I thought you were from the Midwest, so I thought that must be where the accent was.
You know, the Midwest is the home of non-regional diction. Look at all the news anchors. They all have Midwest accent. Yeah, non-regional diction. You don't know about non-regional diction?
You don't know?
We are going to have to teach you about public speaking.
You don't even know about non-regional diction.
That's right.
We do have some pressure here by Creator, by the way.
Just a little bit.
Actually, what is he doing?
Well, if pressure means running in and getting your probe killed, that was certainly some pressure by Creator Prime. Oh, SCV hiding in the bushes.
He's going to scout that expansion.
That's right.
And will he get back into the main node?
Stalker sees it. Okay. So Ryung knows about the expo. By SCV. And, of course, Creator Prime probably knows about the expo as well. So things proceeding very...
Yeah, that's
Excuse me, I just burped.
That's the only reason I can think that he poked in there is so that he could see if the expansion was building or not.
That's the most embarrassing stream.
Oh, no, and at the front of Ryung, picks off that Stalker. That was kind of weird, actually. The Stalker kind of, like, walked in place for a minute. I don't know if that was a glitch or a missed micro or what.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Creator's looking a little bit nervous. Oh, no, there's another Stalker almost getting taken out. Yeah, I think nerves are definitely affecting Creator Prime right now. He's new, he's young, he's good, but...
He's young, but he's not
nervous.
Ryung.
Oh, what would we do without you, Moltran?
I don't know, man.
Well, you know what? I think right now Ryung's in a great position. He's getting concussive shells. Going to be able to put on the pressure by adding in a few Marauders a little bit later. Right now, he's doing just fine with all those Marines.
Yep. And Ryung, he doesn't want to lose to anything cheesy. He's gotten his engineering bay up. Probably going to put down some turrets, at least at his front, pretty quickly, just in case of a DT rush or something like that. And on the other side of things, a Forge going up in the back for Creator, so he doesn't want to die to Banshees either. Both players playing it safe, just want to go for a macro game and hope that their skills win the day for them. Well,
you know, we've seen Creator Prime win in longer macro games with good unit composition. We've seen Ryung win in longer macro games with some good army management.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either player, or both player, I should say, does feel pretty confident in their late game. We'll have to see if they decide to go for it this time around. I think they probably will. Ryung moving around the map right now. Looks like he may want to do a little bit of a push. A little bit of light pressure, I would say. Stalker's still running around the middle of the map, but he needs to be really careful. Concussive shell is bad news for that Stalker.
Cannot
One
get
goes
away.
down.
Wow, that is like 3 or 4 free kills that Ryung has gotten now.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of Stalkers this game already. Not the best start for Creator right now, unfortunately.
They are still technically even in supply, but with the mules dropping down and...
he's going very gateway heavy, too.
Yeah.
And he's also getting that Twilight Console. I'm really curious to see if he's going to go for Blink first like he did last time, which is good for defending drops, but not as good in the long run. So I wonder, he is getting the Zealot charge.
Going for the charge this time.
Did just start it there and getting the armor as well.
You know, that makes a lot of sense since he's lost like 4 Stalkers.
Yeah, that's true.
Blink not as good of an upgrade for him at the moment.
No, you need the unit that is going to use the upgrade if you want the upgrade to be effective, of course. And Ryung right now just going into bio again, getting some medevacs out.
Now, this is kind of interesting. We do see that because of that Forge was up early, again, Creator ahead in the upgrades, just slightly this time, but if he continues to chrono boost, and he is chrono boosting his armor upgrades, he's going to eventually have a major armor upgrade.
Yeah.
And we saw that win him some battles in the previous games.
Yeah, actually,
game 1.
I like that idea a lot. Just chrono boosting the armor to an infinite level.
Yeah, and there's nothing the Terran can do, man.
Yeah, if you get to that +3 armor with Guardian Shield, and the Marines only have maybe like +1, then your Marines are doing like 2 damage to Zealots.
Yeah.
Plus your Zealots have charge. So yeah, that can be very, very good. You can get the Immortals coming in from behind. So I don't know. I really like that composition when we saw it from Creator earlier. It seems like he's going for the same thing.
Yep, and he might be going for a little bit of an attack here. He's got a ton of Zealots. Charge is just about to finish. Armor is about 45 seconds away, though.
I think.
Let's see if he waits for armor or not. But
I feel like he should. He's going to move in without it, though.
Yep. Where did that oh, he pulled the dropship back. Wisely enough, here he goes in. Charge is completed. Charging in. Doing massive damage. The bunker falling immediately. Forced to pull SCVs. And those force fields keeping him back. Oh, there's the drop. The drop countering some damage. And if Ryung can hold this off, he's probably going to be able to do major damage in the main of Creator Prime.
Ryung, though, taking a lot of damage from those Zealots. In the meantime, the drop killing a lot of things at the base of Creator Prime, too. So both players doing significant damage right now. And a couple of those gateways are unpowered at the moment.
And is he going to break through? He's preparing that.
Looks like he is.
Oh, the depot goes down, but there's not as many Zealots left. Wow, he has broken into the main, though. Both players are destroying each other's main base at this moment. I think Ryung is barely going to hold it off.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit ahead.
And it's going to come down to took out the pylon on the warp gates.
Yep.
And at this moment, they're actually about even in supply. But I think Ryung has a little bit better of a positional advantage because he can fall back to his natural, and he's taking stuff out in the main. And Creator may clean this up as well, though.
Yeah, I think Creator did get a lot of his SCVs away. He is still at 40 probes right now. Here he comes, trying to surround the rest of those units. He'll be so ahead in gathers if he manages to save a lot of these. Needs to be so careful. One Marauder getting surrounded, but it takes forever.
And he killed the pylon on most of the warp gates, so he's only actually able to warp in 1 unit at a time. So he's not actually able to gather up the army. Look at that, the Zealot going down before, almost going down before it even warps in, and so many probes went down to 24 probes. But here's the thing, he used so many SCVs that he's actually on 12 SCVs. So Creator coming out with an economic advantage, didn't lose that Nexus, just needs to get a pylon back on his warp gates, and he's going to have an advantage. He's going to have a lead. Yep,
Ryung did lose about 15 SCVs there, but it ended up, like you said, still keeping him a little bit ahead, but another drop.
Not done yet.
At the natural here, going after the last warp gates, wants to cut the production, and this is just going to be too much for Creator to handle. GG, and Ryung. These Slayers Terrans, man.
He's going to advance. Advance 2. They're tearing it up indeed. He's going to advance to the round of 8, and the up and down matches. Creator Prime. Gotta feel bad for the guy. He played brilliantly. Played very, very well. Had some good tactics, but was not able to draw the game out long enough to really make use of that armor this time, and just died to that drop, really.
Yeah, and Crater Prime is so young, too. He's only 14, and he already made it to the round of 16 in GSL Code. That is pretty impressive. So I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of him in the future as he levels up, so to speak. Skills up his levels, StarCraft skills, I don't know, but we'll see him again. Ryung, in the meantime, moving on to the up and down matches and to the round of 8. And you know what this means, though? I was talking to Ryung a little bit about this before the game started today, and he told me, he helped me realize that now he has to play MMA in the round of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hate to see that happen. Teammate versus teammate, but
that's what happens when your team comprises 1/3 of the round of 16.
Yeah, when you're so good, that's what happens. But I asked him, I'm like, all right, so tell me honestly. I'm like, who's going to win? If you and MMA play each other, and he's like, I'm going to win. He said, Alicia, Ryung, MMA.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Ryung is a more of a TVT sniper. So.
Well, the funny thing is when MMA described it to me, he said Alicia, MMA, Ryung. So I don't know, these guys.
Well, at least they both agree on Alicia.
Yeah.
Who is in Code S now.
Yep, that's right. Definitely deserves to be there too. Awesome Protoss player. But MMA and Ryung think they can take each other out. We'll have to see who's right next week, I guess.
Speaking of Slayer's Terrans, speaking of the founder of esports as we know it.
Here we go.
Boxer is going to be playing next against Alive.
That's right.
This
Trying
is
to
going to be
stay alive
Boxer
in the GSL.
Managing to pull off a TVP win in the round of 32. Now is in one of his best matchups. His best matchup is TVT, so more really of an advantage here. Are we going to see Slayer's Boxer? He's already got his slot secured for Code A for next season.
Yep.
But we might see him, if he succeeds here, in the up and down matches, vying for a spot in Code S where we all believe he belongs.
I'm sure Boxer wants that Code S spot as well. We'll see if he can get it. It's a matchup that he definitely is a little bit more favored in. And TSL Live, I don't know. We'll see. Here goes the game.